Welcome in everyone to the all signs reading. It's going to be for your current energy at this time. We're going to be doing a check-in. I want to say welcome in. If you are watching the playback of this, everything will be timestamped down below in the comments, so you can just go straight to your zodiac sign and you don't have to wait. But otherwise than that, we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and get started and jump straight in. Of course, I'm going to start first with Aries, and then I will go all the way through Pisces. I will be taking super chat questions at this time. So let me do some things real quick, and then we'll start here. One sec. Actually, if you're watching this, just give me a moment here, because I'm going to share this video on my feed. All right, I gotta do something real quick. Hello, how y'all doing? Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. A moment. I should have did this earlier, but I'm gonna make excuses right now. All right, let's see. I just gotta pull some things up. All right, here we go. How's everybody? Hello. All right, let's do it. Super chat questions. If you're in here, if y'all don't mind hitting that thumbs up button for me so we can get this video circulating and get it pushed to a bigger audience. But let's go ahead and jump in first. We'll start first with Aries. Aries, what do you need to know at this time? What do you need to know? Hey, Ann. Hey, I don't know how to say your name. Menelik? I'm sorry if I butchered that. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Noreen. And another one. Yes, that's right. Billy Dixon. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here. Aries, what do you need to know at this time? What is the current energy here for you? Let's see. You pulled the Emperor card. You pulled your own card here. I don't have the overhead cam because I'm using the. Well, I had to disconnect the camera basically. So let's take a look here. You pulled the Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands here. Well, you did pull your own card here with the Emperor. So your overall energy, I feel like you're being encouraged to be yourself here. We'll go deeper than that. But I think here with the Emperor does deal with how one governs themselves. So I think at this time you're being called forth to remain self-disciplined with things, hold yourself accountable to things here. The Emperor is like, understanding that you have power and control over your situation here, but it's just how you go about like taking action on things, right? And I think here with the Eight of Pentacles being in your challenge at this time, you may have responsibilities, obligations, things that you have to do. The Eight of Pentacles deals with the practical things that we have to attend to on a day-to-day basis, or just that we have to attend to frequently. And you could be struggling with that. Eight of Pentacles can also be like routine here, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're self-employed, or just being an Aries that you are. It's like you kind of like to do things your own way, right? I think at this time the universe is reminding you here that you have the power here to change things up, or to change your schedule, or change your routine, or change the way you want to work on things, or just to even get started with things and do things in the way, or to just do things here. And so I kind of see, I kind of get like this is more so like a warning, or like a, I don't even say warning, but it's like a message, like to stay on top of the things here that you're doing here. You do have the Seven of Wands in the future position, which is Seven of Wands is about holding your position. I think here that you're going to be getting success here, Aries. You may have already gotten success, or you may be just in a successful energy or finding like a groove here. Seven of Wands is about maintaining your position, like holding your position, right? Especially if you're in anything competitive, or if you're dealing with competition, right? Eight of Pentacles is saying like there's always more and more work to do, right? To refine things, improve things here. But if you stick to the process of what you're doing, self-mastery, especially with the Emperor, the Seven of Wands being here, is like you're going to be able to be victorious here. right? And be able to achieve and accomplish here what you're trying to accomplish. You pulled this King of Wands and you pulled the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, I like this. I mean, even with the Nine of Wands being here, the Nine of Wands is the test of the will. Everything's going to test our will. Like sometimes it's more, right? Sometimes the things that we're dealing with, things could be testing our will more. But even if it's Eight of Pentacles, like having to do those practical things, having to be disciplined, like, you know, that's going to test our will. It's like we have to engage our willpower with things. But I think you have like the strength and the stamina here, the stamina, right, to persevere. And I think with this King of Wands, it's telling you, you know, it's very interesting. This is definitely an Aries reading. Like you're having to like rely upon yourself here. I'm not saying, you know, you have to kick all relationships to the curb, but the King of Wands is about, you know, following through with things that you want to do, right? And understanding that you can create your reality the way you want to create it, right? You're your own individual, right? And it's about doing things the way you want to do it, exploring things for yourself, doing things for yourself here. But it's like you have to do it, right? So let's just say, for instance, if you're an entrepreneur, right? Or you have your own business. It's just an example. It could even be like if you're doing a project or whatever, right? Or maybe it's just something in general that you're working on, some type of personal thing. It's like in order to like improve, it's like you have to like do the work. Like you have to show up. And I think right now it's like you're just being reminded here to like, you know, stick to what you're doing, right? Don't become complacent. Aries are like, don't tell me what to do. Pulled this Chiron card. It says healing. So this could be, you know, self-development in regards to like improving yourself. Could be healing here as well. Like, you know, you having to do maybe inner work or something of that nature here. There's something in general though that I do pick up about healing. You know, Chiron can be a guide. So that, with all that, with the Emperor that came out, the King of Wands, like the King of Wands, Emperor are like role models, you know, leaders, people who trailblaze, right? People that they're guides, they're mentors. And I think at this time, like you could be a guide and a mentor here. So Spirit's like encouraging you here to use your gifts, right, to help people, but also to you could be finding a guide or a mentor here for yourself that could be helping you accomplish the things that you've been struggling with, right? Like they could be helping you here. That could be coming up, and some of you it's already happening now. All right, let's do Taurus. This is really annoying. I can't stand this. All right. That's too dark. All right, Taurus. What do we got for Taurus, please? Can you tell me for Taurus? Can you tell me for Taurus? Interesting, Taurus. You pulled the Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, Page of Cups. The Nine of Wands is your overall energy. The Nine of Wands is, like I said, it's the test of the will. Aries and Taurus energies are always overlap. So a lot of you here could have Aries placements being a Taurus, or vice versa. But the Nine of Wands is the test of the will. So I think at this time, but also the Nine of Wands is like when your beliefs are challenged. Like you're emotionally, it's like you could be resisting something or finding yourself in an energy of resistance. And it could be like your beliefs about something could be being challenged at this time. And the challenge here in the read of the cards is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is about like learning, becoming aware. The High Priestess is connected to the archetype of Pisces. And the reason why this is important, because Pisces deals with, it's inconclusive. It's that we can always become more and more aware, that we can always learn more and more and more, right? It's the eternal depth of knowledge and wisdom. And I think at this time, it's like you're having to seek deeper with things, or there could be things challenging your beliefs at this time, right? And it could be with anything, right? But the High Priestess is like, it's about letting go of like an old mindset, or letting go of like old beliefs, or allowing yourself to like explore and understand something deeper. But that could be challenging, because maybe it's like challenging like or triggering like your beliefs or something here. The High Priestess is the intuitive wisdom. Like sometimes there's like this wisdom, or this intuition, or this intuitive feeling about things that we can't really put our finger on, but it's almost like we sense something, but we don't know what to believe. Which is why the High Priestess like encourages you here to explore like what is confusing or what is challenging your beliefs, so that way you can get your direct truth with things. You have the Page of Cups here in the future position. I feel like if you've been struggling and needing help, Page of Cups could be like you getting an offer of help here, or someone here giving you support. But I think Page of Cups is like this new, like I'm going to go deep in this read because this is what this read is saying. It's like I feel like definitely a lot of you Tauruses here at this time, like spiritually, I feel like you're going through some type of deeper awakening. And the Page of Cups can be this newer conscious awareness that's being birthed, but at first it's difficult, and there's like this internal growth process. And it kind of just feels like, like your beliefs are being challenged, and it can feel confusing. But this Page of Cups is the emergence of some type of newer consciousness here, which is helping you understand the meaning of something more deeper, right? Which is dissolving those old beliefs. Actually, I'm not done. Hold on. You pulled the Emperor here, and you pulled the Eight of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you're having to walk in your own spiritual authority at this time, Taurus. And you may be wondering, Austin, how the hell are you reading this with this card? Like, you may not hear this a lot, like in other reads, but like the Eight of Cups is like your own spiritual vision quest in life. And we have to trust in our own intuitive guidance, in our own soul's calling, and our own spiritual journey. And the Nine of Wands can be to where, well, people told me I should be doing this, or I grew up to believe this, but you like almost know like these beliefs aren't mine. Like there's something here dissolving or trying to dissolve, and it's like you trying to connect back to your truer, authentic nature, or just finding your direct truth and experience, or through your experience here, like you're finding something. My point is like your beliefs are changing. But I think with this Emperor here, because there's this newer conscious awareness being born here that you're becoming aware of, and it's giving you a deeper meaning with things, or giving you a newer meaning in regards to your life, in regards to something, it can be anything, that I see you here now having the confidence to surrender and explore it, right? Because with that conscious awareness, you now have that full definition of yourself. Like you're able to relate to yourself, you're able to relate to things, right? Which makes you confident, which makes you more self-determined with the Emperor, right? To dissolve the emotional attachments from the past and move toward like, what's spiritually right for you. You pulled this Grand Cross card. It says Provoker. Yeah, and I look at Grand Crossers as like pressure cookers. It's almost in a way, it's like this change that's happening, and it's almost, you can't escape it. It's like something's changing, and it's gonna change, right? And I always look at it too as the Grand Cross is like the pressure that creates the diamond, but it's first like this period of just like tension. Oh shit, I don't have the overhead cam. But I see here though, it's like you being like born again, or some type of part of you here being rebirthed here. So I know that was more of on the spiritual side of the read, right? I didn't really get like mundane things happening right now for you. It feels like there's more so of a bigger spiritual message here, a spiritual theme here for you. But the High Priestess is saying in the challenge, like, you don't know what you don't know, right? And that's why it's like going, like exploring and seeing, like pulling back the veil and like taking a deeper look at things, becoming more aware of things, gaining that conscious awareness, whether it's through learning, wisdom, knowledge. And it gives you a newer way of understanding things. And I think that's a process that you're going through. All right, let's do Geminis. What do we got for Geminis? What can you tell me for Gemini here? What is Gemini's current energy, the current energy surrounding Gemini? Pulled the Strength card here, Gemini. 7 of Cups. 4 Swords here. Some of you, I feel like you could be being tempted by like there's like certain temptations that could be tempting you at this time. It could be like bad habits or just negative things, or just this shit you shouldn't mess with, right? It's like every time you do it, it's like you never get what it is that you want, and it just ends up making things worse, right? And so I feel here with the Strength card, because the reason why I say that is because the 7 of Cups is in the challenge, and then you have the 4 Swords for the advice in the future too. That the 4 Swords can be a card of like mindfulness, right? Meditation, contemplation. The 7 of Cups here in the challenge. Interesting, I said 7 of Swords. 7 of Cups in the challenge is desire, right? The power of the imagination that sparks desire. However, it's like, what is our imagination conjuring up? And having to have that discernment with the 4 Swords, right? If it's something that's good for us or not good for us. So I kind of get here, Gemini, and this may be coming up, right? It may not be going on for you right now. But with the Strength card being the overall energy, it's about having the internal like strength to maybe like resist something that like, I don't know, maybe it's like an ex or something that comes back and you're like, this was super toxic and maybe I shouldn't do that. Or I don't know, maybe it's like you're trying to stay on a diet or something. So, or whatever the case might be, right? But also the 7 of Cups is you have options and choices. And it's about choosing what at the end of the day 4 Swords is going to bring in more balance, bring in more peace and more harmony. But I do see with the 4 Swords though, in the future position, it seems to me here that you're becoming more mindful here. I see some of you here being able to actually relax too and enjoy like downtime or something like that, Gemini. Or just finding peace and solitude. The 4 Swords is he's praying in a church. Well, that's the story, right? You see the stained glass in the background and he has his prayer hands up, right? Which is symbolic of peace, serenity, stillness, quietness, peace, right? Some of you at this time, like you could be thinking about things that you want to do later on, but you're like having to like wait or something like that because it's a timing situation. So I see you maybe just planning things out in your mind until that time comes. You pulled the 5 of Pentacles here and the Temperance here. Yeah, Temperance is flipping negatives into positives, right? It's restoring things, reconciling things, bringing back grace, harmony. It's also a card of healing, 5 of Pentacles. You could be in a period of healing at this time, and that's that Strength card, 7 of Cups, Oh shit, I don't have the old red cam. Strength card, 7 of Cups, it's like having to make smart choices here to speed up your healing. I wanted to say too that with this, and especially with the 4 Swords, because before the 4 Swords is the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak, right? And the Four of Swords is actually like healing, right? Like needing that solitude to regenerate. And I see here with the Five of Pentacles and the Temperance being here, it's like almost like in a way, some of you may be feeling like you may be feeling like you may be missing out on something, or almost like FOMO or something. I don't know. Maybe you're super busy and maybe you see your friends partying, or maybe it's like you're in a period of like, you're kind of having some metaphorical breakdowns in your life, but you're seeing other people enjoying things. And I don't know, I'm almost kind of picking up this energy of like the fear of missing out on something here, Gemini. But I feel like you're not missing out on anything at this time. It's like at this time, I feel like where you're at is perfect. It may not be ideal, but I feel like by you comparing yourself to other people or whatnot, I feel like, that I wouldn't do that. Also see though too with the Temperance, Five of Pentacles, like you starting to come out of this period of like being out in the cold, or just feeling like you're not having what it is that you need. The Temperance is saying be patient, it's going to take some time, but don't allow yourself to become a victim of like your circumstances with this Five of Pentacles. Like understand here that, like you have the strength and the free will and the courage here to change things. I'm going to pull you one of these, Gemini. You like words. Let's see. This card has the most words on it. You pull this. You have a sensitive antenna. Sensitive people collect the emotions of others. Yeah, and also sometimes the Four of Swords, having solitude to be able to like cleanse our energy. Because like, let's just say for instance, Seven of Cups can deal with the bleeding of energies, or right, the merging of energies, because it is connected to the archetype of Scorpio, which is connected to the eighth house, and it deals with the metaphysical. And that's the challenge. Is like, I think at this time too, you could be taking on people's energies, or have taken on other people's energies, whether it's like an environment you went into, or people you surrounded yourself with, or maybe the news that you watched, or a podcast that you watched, or whatever the case might be. And it could be like influencing you here in a way in which you may be unaware of. So it's like some of the things that you could be thinking and feeling may not even be your own thoughts and feelings at this time. It's like the Four of Swords is like saying like, like to like cleanse your energy, or like ground your energy, right? And like to clear your space or clear your energy. Very interesting message. I feel like there's like not a conclusion with this message for some reason. You pulled the Knight of Swords here, and you pulled the Two of Pentacles. Well, I think here the advice with the situation is Knight of Swords is like, whenever you feel ready to take action, right? And maybe you're needing some time to reflect and think and figure out what you want to do while you're in a process of healing, or while you're in a process of kind of going through the struggle. But the Two of Pentacles is saying that life has changed, and you can always change your circumstances. Nothing is set in stone. And so whenever you find that inner strength or that courage to take action, like take action. Right, to change things, obviously. All right. So that's what I got for you, Gemini. Let's go to Cancer. Pulled the Magician, the Hangman, Ten of Swords here, Cancer. Some of you Cancers are channelers here. Some of you may even be readers watching me. I feel here with the Magician is being the conduit of the divine, but the Hangman being in the challenge is like, first we have to be able to surrender. So, God, the messages are complex today. The Hangman is the ability to be able to surrender, to let go, right? To trust. Because the Magician being the overall energy is like, it deals with manifestation. It deals with concentrating your willpower and channeling energy into the right places, right, to manifest what you want. But sometimes we get in our own way with the Hangman, right? If we're not able to like surrender, whether it's like overthinking or procrastinating, the Ten of Swords as your advice, and it's the future. I see you not procrastinating anymore, or I see you putting it into the overthinking. I feel like that's what you're being encouraged to do here. Also, too, some of you Cancers, I almost kind of get a message here to try something you haven't done before. Because I think here that the Ten of Swords I always say is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And it's not until we realize, like, okay, this isn't working, I have to figure out a newer way to do something. But the Hangman being in the challenge, it's like, you know, oh shit, I don't have the overhead cam. But the Hangman being in the challenge is like, it's like having to trust and like let go and surrender and step outside your comfort zone to try something newer. Because the Magician focuses on solutions, right? And I think that's what you're trying to find at this time. Let's see here. Also too, if you've been waiting on something, like maybe there's like a wait or delay, I see that delay ending or that wait ending. You pulled the Seven of Swords here. And you pulled the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, damn, I kind of feel like I'm not, it almost kind of feels like I think here with this Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, some of you may be avoiding something here. Like, I'm not trying to pick on you, Cancer, or call you out. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. But I do get like this message here, like the Seven of Swords is like when we can be avoiding something. And there's a positive message in this, but the Queen of Wands is like our self-expression, like allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be authentic, allowing ourselves to follow our joy or to follow our intuition, right? Or to just be ourselves, express ourselves, express our own individualism. But the Seven of Swords can be like, well, I don't know how that's going to affect other people, or I don't want people to view me this way or view me that way. It's like opinions. You could be fearing certain people's opinions at this time. I feel like you're being encouraged here to like be bold, right? To be confident in yourself and to own your truth here. But with the Seven of Swords, I will say the good side of this, and because I feel like by you owning your truth, being bold and being your own individual, right? And you know, not feeling like you have to like follow the crowd or follow what everybody else is doing. I feel like that's what's gonna make you happy here with this Queen of Wands. That's what's gonna make you feel like alive and empowered. But I think here as well, you're starting to get creative here because the Queen of Wands is creativity. And the Seven of Swords connects to the archetype of Aquarius, and Aquarius deals with being eclectic. So it's like deriving different types of ideas, styles, right? And formulating your own unique creation with those things. So some of you may be switching up your style here when it comes to work, or just maybe your own appearance or project, career. But I think you're being encouraged here. Seven of Swords is like, try something unconventional. That's the Ten of Swords as the advice future, is like the conventional way of understanding things isn't working. So try something unconventional and spice things up or bring in creativity. And I think you'll find that process being like way more enjoyable here. And you'll also I think you'll find like your own unique, a newer, unique way of doing something that I feel you'll enjoy. So I'm gonna pull you an animal totem here. What's the animal totem for Cancer? You pull this Earth card. It says physical body, grounding, nurture, cultivate. And this card just says physical body. I did feel like appearance. Some of you may be changing your appearance, or like, I don't know, changing your style or something like that. Yeah, that's kind of the big message I get here. What's going on with Cancer? Like, where is this? What's going on astrologically with you? Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah. I mean, this card also is like grounding too. If you've been feeling ungrounded lately, whether that's like getting out into nature or like doing things to nurture yourself, I feel like that could be very helpful for you at this time. All right, so that's what I got for you, Cancers. Let's do Leos. Can you tell me for Leo? Can you tell me for Leo? King of Pentacles. So work and career, I feel, is something that's coming up for you at this time. Your resources, foundation. You have the Empress here in your challenge. I think you're trying to figure out how you can produce and create, like how to be fruitful, basically, right? The Empress does deal with like abundance and prosperity, and it deals with creation. And I think here it's like you're trying to bring in new creations with your career, or you're trying to increase your prosperity or increase your abundance. The King of Pentacles is the master of the material world, and it does point to, like I said, career and work, money, resources. So I think at this time, your challenge may be, it's like, you know, the production of things, or producing, like putting in the work to reap the fruits, right? Or to reap the rewards. You have the Queen of Swords here in the future, so that's advice. Queen of Swords, the Empress does connect to Venus, and Venus does deal with our values. And the Queen of Swords is like the clarification aspect of the sword suit. It's like the comprehending, like understanding, clarifying here. Some of you may have a yacht in your chart, or there's a yacht going on right now, or something. There's some type of yacht in your chart. A yacht can deal with like, it's like these having to bring things more into focus to understand something, right? That you can be kind of unaware of, or maybe it's like in the blind spot. And I think here with the Queen of Swords as your advice is to like clarify here, or just get clear with what you want to create and what it is that you value. And once you understand like your values and what it is that you want to create, then you'll have like the awareness that you need to go about understanding like how you want to create something, or how you want to do something. You pulled the Sun card here. Yep. And I see also too, anything that you are giving birth to at this time, the Empress, the Sun card, like you being happy and it being successful. Also you being happy here as well. And I think here with the Seven of Wands too, it's like you're finding your courage and your strength and your conviction here to be you, Leo. Like, it's not saying that you haven't been being you, but it almost feels to me, it's like you're gonna be who you are, and you're gonna do things you want to do things in the way in which you want to do it. And you're not doing anything wrong. It's just like you're gonna be who you are. You're not gonna follow everybody else. You're not gonna create in the way everybody else creates. It's like you're gonna express your own individualism and express your own will with this Sun card and the Seven of Wands. And some of you, I see you here like being leaders or guides for others, or you just leading by example. And other people like could be admiring you here in the future, or just could be recognizing you like, oh damn, like look at Leo. How you like that, Leo? All right, let's see here. You pulled your own card. It says Leo, I will, which Leo deals with the willpower, right? So I think you're being encouraged to be your own confident authority at this time with what you want to do. All right, so what I got for you, Leo. Let's do Virgos here. Can you tell me for Virgos at this time, what is the current energy surrounding Virgo? If you send a super chat question, of course, I'll answer it at the end of the video. You can send them now if you're wanting to send one, but I get through all the signs first, and then I answer them. Can you tell me for Virgo, please? Pull the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo, the Seven of Pentacles, and you pulled the King of Swords here. I think you're just focused on work and improvement and cultivating and focusing on growth at this time, and production and producing things. Some of you may have like a deadline or something here coming up that you're trying to finish or get done here. I do see that. The Eight of Pentacles is the overall energy, which is a card that deals with, it's actually Virgo, it's Sun in Virgo. But it is a card that deals with like self-development, self-improvement, or just improving things in general. It's the day-to-day mundane things, the practical things that we have to do in order for us to improve or refine things. And that's what I see you doing here for the overall energy. It's like, that's what's going on. Eight of Pentacles is also like mastery as well, like working on a craft or a business, career. Seven of Pentacles in the challenge. It's like you're wanting more growth at this time. I think you've almost kind of done like the evaluation on things here. I think some of y'all like ran the numbers or whatever. Like you kind of have done the evaluating here, and now you're just seeing like, okay, this is where I can improve, right? This is where I can make things better. You're very much in your Virgo energy. So that's what I'm seeing with that. Your advice and future position is the King of Swords. It's just about remaining focused. King of Swords is focused on his own task, right? Anything else that is taking him away from his own task, you know, he blocks out. That's why he can be cold, right? But it's just about being focused, right? And being clear-minded and concentrating here. You pulled the Five of Pentacles and you pulled the Chariot here. Some of you may be moving here or you may be relocating. I'm also picking up to, you could be in a period with the Five of Pentacles and, maybe some things are a little bit difficult here, or maybe there are some struggles or some challenges here that you're trying to work through. The Chariot is saying here that, understand that you have that victory and triumph are on your side. Victory is on your side, right? You will be able to triumph if you're going through challenges. But the Chariot is saying to keep your will engaged, right? And trust, in the process, and take control of your destiny here, right? By taking control of the things that you can take control of, I feel like everything else will work itself out. Virgos. You pulled this let love be your guide, live a life from love, guided by love here. So I'm going to let you interpret that on your own, or take it how it resonates for you. All right, let's do Libras. Can you tell me for Libras, please? What is Libra's current energy at this time? There's a lot of energy about surrender and trusting and allowing and letting go. The Eight of Swords in the challenge is it's the rational mind, it's analysis, paralysis, and it's where Page of Cups being the overall energy, it's we're almost intuitively being led, or you're intuitively feeling something or being guided to do something, but it's almost like the rational mind can be getting in the way, or it could be criticizing something or making you question things even more, and the Page of Cups is someone who's okay, this is what I feel, I'm going to flow with it, right? And I feel like that's what you're being encouraged to do here, Libra. It's trust your intuition, trust, because the Eight of Swords can be, you can be this is what I'm feeling, so I'm intuitively being led to do. This is maybe something I'm feeling even inspired to create or to act on, but it's in the mind comes in and it's well, you remember what happened this time, or, don't do that, or what if this happens, or, what, But the Hangman is saying here, future position / advice. The Hangman is someone who surrenders, who lets go, who allows, who trusts, who believes that everything will work out for him, right? But he has to he has to move out of his he could be in his own way. He understands that he can't be in his own way, or not to get in his own way, but let God, or let the divine, or your higher self, or the universe lead you. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Libra. Your birthday is tomorrow. At 7 or 8 a.m. Central Time. You have the High Priestess, 4 Cups. Yeah, and this is the ignoring and denying of intuition. But also too, damn, some of you, 4 Cups is a closed off heart. So if this is dealing with others or other people, I don't know, maybe maybe you're not trusting something here, or maybe there's trust issues or trust problems here. I'm gonna go into the relationship side with other people. Maybe there's trust issues, trust problems, or maybe it's I kind of feel here with this High Priestess, 4 Cups. Now, obviously, you can't trust somebody, right? But I almost kind of see with this 4 Cups could be closed off, not wanting to receive love. High Priestess, reception, wanting to receive, not wanting to receive love or receive something or feel something. And so you could be pushing things away that could be good for you. And so, that's just something to be aware of. But also the intuition part again, personally, it's trusting your intuition, and don't ignore your intuition, or don't suppress your feelings. I think now's the time to trust your feelings on something, on the situation. pull this Virgo card. It says I analyze, and that's the Eight of Swords, right? Like in the challenge. And you know, Virgo, it is about being practical with things, right? It is about being practical with things, and it's about making adjustments. But I almost kind of get in a way, it's like, because Virgo can be like hypercritical energy, like, well, it doesn't look the way I want it to look, or it's not turning out perfect the way I want it to turn out, or whatever the case might be. And it's like we can judge ourselves, judge others, but the higher expression of Virgo is like understanding that there's a higher order that we can't see, right? And so that allows, by understanding that allows the archetype of Virgo to be like, okay, I'm not going to criticize everything or judge myself or criticize myself too much. It's like not everything's going to be perfect, if that makes sense. Because Eight of Swords can be like, well, I feel this way, this is what I want to do, but I feel like if I do it, like I don't feel like I'm ready, or like it's almost like if you've ever like wanted to like do a TikTok. I'm just gonna make an example, right? It's like if you want to do a TikTok and you have an idea and concept for the video, but you're like, I gotta get every detail right though, you know? And it's like, and then eventually you get to the point where you're like, I don't even care about it anymore. Or like, it's like you lose interest in it because it's like your mind is just slowly taken over just by like becoming too rigid with things, right? And it takes the joy away from it. Does that make sense? So it's about like trusting, like it's about just like letting go and like enjoying, right? Being, expressing. Some of you may have Virgo in your chart, Libra. All right, let's do Scorpios. Buy and send button isn't working. That's interesting. Try refreshing the video. Scorpio, Three of Pentacles, World card, Nine of Wands here. I feel like I don't think this is like some big type of revelation here. Like I said, the Nine of Wands is the test of the will, right? And the Three of Pentacles is like when we have to really govern our actions. We have to be like disciplined. We have to have structure to be able to create and build what it is that we want to create and build. And sometimes like through being disciplined or having to be disciplined, right, to accomplish things or build things or create things or to do things in the way we would, whether it's improving things or just accomplishing things. Like it's like sometimes we don't want to do it. Nine of Wands, right? We're like, oh god damn, I gotta like push through this. But the Nine of Wands is saying like, stick to what you're doing, be disciplined. And there is something about discipline here because you have the World card here in the challenge. It's like getting something completed, right? The World card can talk about completions. Yes, it's like new chapters and old chapters closing and new cycles and old cycles, but it's like it's the accomplishment of a cycle, or it's the closing out of something, or it's the getting something done. It could even be a deadline for some of you. And I say there's something about discipline here because the World card is connected to the archetype of Saturn, which deals with limitation, restriction, discipline, right? Saturn, like restriction, limitation, like, okay, well, I can't do this because I have to remain disciplined and do this, right? So for instance, if it's like, if you're trying to build a business, it's like, well, I can't go out and party every damn night, right? I got to like work on things. You have Knight of Swords here, and you have the Queen of Wands here. I see you being able to push through the resistance here. Like, I think there's just natural resistance that will come up for you, Scorpio, with what it is that you're trying to accomplish and work on and build and create. But I think everything's in your hands, and you have the power to do like, I don't see anything like hindering you or stopping you, right? I think with this Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, I see you moving through it. The resistance, Knight of Swords is when energy is quick and fast, and you're in a quick, fast energy. You're not experiencing resistance. The Queen of Wands is also being like happy that you push through something. So that's what I'm seeing here for you. Also pick up as well that feel like I just kind of pick up Scorpio for you. It's just like just starting. Once you like, I feel like once you just start something, Scorpio, then it's like boom, the momentum's there. But it's like for you, you may feel like a lot of resistance before you do something. You pulled this moon maiden card. It says new beginnings, and that's that world card here in the challenge. So for some of you, you know, there is a chapter here closing out, or a cycle closing out. I mean, of course, we're in eclipses. We just had a lunar eclipse in Pisces. We're stepping into a solar eclipse. So there's definitely cycles closing and newer cycles beginning. And I think through the changes that you're going through, it's like you're having to still be committed and disciplined, though, to certain things, and not let the external things, you know, knock you off your commitments. And so that could be what the Nine of Wands energy is, you struggling, you know, with change a bit. But I think the change will go better than you expect, and I think you'll be able to, I think that the resistance of change will dissolve faster than you think too. All right, let's do Sagittarius. Can you tell me for Sagittarius here? You pulled the Queen of Pentacles, you pulled the Hierophant, and you pulled the Nine of Swords here. I feel like at this time, Sag, you could be trying to find like the resources here to help you achieve some type of endeavor. The reason why I say that is because the Hierophant's in the challenge, and the Hierophant can deal with guidance or wisdom or knowledge or help or direction that helps you progress in your endeavors. But I think that's your challenge at this time. Also, the Hierophant represents establishment, so maybe it's like something in your way at this time. I think here with the Queen of Pentacles, for your overall energy, it's like I think there's a big emphasis here on like your stability, right? Your resources, possessions, things that you're wanting to create. You did pull the Nine of Swords as the advice in the future position. Yeah, you know, if some of you are needing help, because the Hierophant could be like the guide or the mentor or the teacher, someone who is the revealer of the sacred knowledge, right? The knowledge that you may need, right, in order for you to get unstuck, or in order for you to improve things or to find the right solutions. And so the Nine of Swords is saying, you know, if you're in an energy to where you're like, I don't know what to do, like the Hierophant can be like seeking out a professional or seeking out someone who just has the knowledge and the wisdom. And you know, that can show up in that can manifest in a lot of different ways. Like the Hierophant can be, maybe it's a certain author who's gone through an experience you've gone through, or has the answers that you're looking for. Or maybe it's someone who is a life coach or a teacher or a guide. I think, and you may be at this time, some of you Sagittarius is like, nah, that's not me. But I kind of, get though when it hurt, just with anything really that you wanted to do. Let's see, you have the High Priestess, and you pulled the Seven of Wands here. I kind of get here as well. I kind of get that your intuition is saying like, hey, we should probably do this, but it's almost like your mind is like, nah, I'll put it off, or like I'll do that later. But I kind of feel like at this time, like I would listen to your intuition. Like if your intuition is saying like, hey, maybe we should do this, like we have to do this, like I would listen to it. It's like I almost kind of get that, like the sooner the better here. Like it could be like maybe you know like something's off, like maybe you have like a deadline with something in the future, and you're like, oh, I still have time, I'll put that off. Right, I'll put that off. I'll do it tomorrow. But meanwhile, like it stresses you out every fucking day, right? So it's like you might as well like just like whatever it is that's like just kind of always in the back of your mind. It's like instead of like putting it off because maybe there's like anxiety around it, it's like just do it. Like just like get started with what you need to get started with, or do what it is that you need to do. And I think that's that this High Priestess Seven of Wands here, like, you know. the energy here. Damn. You pulled this Virgo card. It says, I analyze. Yeah, Virgo, like I said, it does with the practical things, right? The little things, the details of things, those little things that were like, oh, I'll just do that another time. I don't want to do it right now. But then you realize, like, then it's like, you know, it's like, then that time gets closer and closer and you feel the pressure and the anxiety even more. But it's like, if you just do it now, you know, it won't be worse in the future, you know? So that's what I got for you, Sag. Okay, thank you, Emmeline. I was like, I don't feel like this message is making any sense, but thank you for that. All right, Aquarius, or Capricorn. Capricorn, what do we got for Capricorn? Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and you pulled the Nine of Swords too. Five of Pentacles is in the challenge. Five of Pentacles in the challenge could be where we are struggling, like we kind of feel abandoned or left out, or we kind of just feel like we're not getting support, or there's not, like we may be even needing help. The Two of Cups for the overall energy is like when we have certain needs that need to be met, or we need certain needs to be fulfilled in order for us to find the comfort personally, right, and to be able to be an emotional and spiritual balance. And and the Nine of Swords is here in the future. It's like if you are, it's kind of similar to Sagittarius. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart. Like if you need support or help, I would definitely like ask for it or reach out for it. Because the Nine of Swords is like when we're in that never-ending nightmare, and it's just overwhelming, right? So I kind of see here like if you need like any help with anything, sometimes we feel like we have to carry all our burdens alone. Like we have to like just be like, if you need help with something, I feel like just asking for what it is that you want, I feel will help you get out of this energy here. Some of you, if you're dealing with a relationship, this could be, an ex, or maybe you're in like, I don't know, maybe there's a separation or something like that. I'm picking up here. Pulled the Ace of Pentacles here, and you pulled the Hierophant, or the Hermit. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit. You could be getting the Ace of Pentacles is an offer, is an opportunity here. So you could be finding an opportunity here that you're looking for. Nine of Swords, Mars and Gemini. Nine of Swords is connected to Mars and Gemini. Mars and Gemini is like trying to find newer things, right? Trying to look for the truth of things, trying to understand things, trying to figure things out with the mind. A lot of things you're trying to figure out with the mind. And I think here with this Ace of Pentacles, you could be finding an opportunity here that you've been looking for. And with this Hermit, it's like it could be coming from someone here. Like someone could be giving you this opportunity, or you could be stumbling it upon yourself. But the Hermit is a card of research, and it's about like, looking for whatever it is that we need. Is like looking for. By you continuing to look for it here, Capricorn, I feel like you will find it. Pulled this Discipline. It says time here, this card. So I think you're being encouraged here to be disciplined with your with your process, but also I think this is a timing situation too. For some of you, it's like you're looking for something. It's like you kind of feel like things are critical at this time. I'm kind of picking up. But if you keep searching, I feel like you'll find it. I think that's the discipline part. Like stay disciplined and focused on what you're trying to find or what you're trying to look for. And I think you'll find it here. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Let's do Aquarius. You pulled the Six of Wands, Aquarius, for your overall energy, the King of Pentacles in your challenge, and you pulled the Two of Cups in the future. Some of you may be finding a business partner here in the future, or You could be networking with someone or collaborating with someone here. Some of you, I'm seeing you here get a lot of recognition and attention, or more attention and recognition in regards to your career or work. But also you just getting success, right? Six of Wands is the card of success. It's the overall energy. I think also you're trying to become more successful in regards to your career field, or maybe with your resources or your materials. And the Two of Cups in the future. So, you know, I think you here, I see somebody like getting support, or, okay, this is kind of off topic. If you're looking for clientele, or you're looking for more clients, or if you're looking to network with people, or to find, you know, certain individuals that's going to help you with what you want to do, I do see you getting that here, or finding that, or creating that Two of Cups. Obviously it takes work, right? It's not going to come if you just don't do anything, but I do see like the odds being on your side with that. I also kind of get here as well, this Two of Cups, that some of you could be collaborating here with someone in the future. I don't think this is even a negative reading or a bad reading, right? I just think, honestly, for some of you Aquarius, this is just about keeping up your hard work and your good work here. Because what you're doing at this time, like, is successful. You pull the Two of Swords, Seven of Swords here. I do see you kind of having to rethink something here. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords. Or you could be delaying something here. Like I'm kind of seeing you here, like, have the opportunity to do something, but you could be like, let me think about that, or let me double check, or let me get back to you, or something like that. I don't think this is someone doing this to you. I feel like this is you doing this. Two of Swords, Seven of Swords, like being like, let me rethink about something, or let me get a second opinion, or, you know, maybe you could be delaying something, or holding something off. Right, if you don't, and also too, if you don't feel like the timing is right with something here, Aquarius, the Two of Swords, Seven of Swords encourages you here, like, yeah, like, take some time to think about it, right? Don't do something impulsively. You pulled this Beloved card. It says radical acceptance here. Interesting. I think too, Aquarius, you know, this card is about unconditional love. It's about accepting who you are. Like, sometimes we may be ashamed of certain parts of ourselves, or whatever the case might be. Maybe there may be certain things here that we don't like about ourselves, whether it's like maybe we think we have a big nose or big ears, or our voice is weird or something. But it's like by loving every aspect of yourself and understanding that, you know, like, you know, not judging yourself. It's like just having, like, just accepting who you are, right? And understanding that you're perfect in the way that God created you. And I think also too, this could be you here, like, learning to accept everyone else too for who they are. So that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Let's do Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. And then we'll jump into the super chat questions. I'm only going to be on here for, at the most, maybe 20 more minutes, because I do have to do something, but I did want to go live. So of course I'm going to answer these super chat questions. But if you want to send a super chat question, I would send them now before it's too late and I close the chat, or I end the video. So let's do. Let's do Pisces. Can you tell me for Pisces, please? Okay. We pulled the Three of Wands, Sun card, Four of Cups here. Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. There could be things that you're waiting for at this time. Three of Wands is also a card of self-determination. It's like when we've already set things forth into motion, and now we're just kind of waiting for kind of the external feedback of things, or just for things to come our way, right? i.e. our ships coming in. And the Sun card being in the challenge for you, it's like you could be trying to stay positive at this time. I think it's important for you to stay positive. The Sun card can point to like your attitude as well, like having a good attitude about things, being positive. Because Three of Wands, you know, it can be to where it's like you're waiting on your ships to come in, but maybe it's taking some time, or, you know, maybe things aren't turning out the way you expect, or things aren't going as fast as you would like, or whatever the case might be. I still think, though, you do have a positive mindset and attitude here, Pisces. Even with the Three of Wands being here, I feel like you're very much so trusting, like having faith in things. You did pull the Four of Cups here in the future position. You know, Four of Cups can be an energy of maybe it's the closed off heart, it's disappointment, right? It could be to where, because things aren't maybe happening the way we expect them to, it's like we can be, you know, we can be disappointed by it, which is obviously natural, right? I also want to say here too that maybe there's something here that it's like something taking longer than you expect with the Four of Cups. And it's kind of like maybe you're sad by it, or disappointed by it, or bummed out by it. The Four of Cups is saying, though, you know, don't allow yourself to, like, it's like, yes, it's okay to feel like disappointed or to feel like not happy, but with the Sun card being in the challenge, it's like still understand that there's still a lot of great things here that you can do. There's still a lot of great things that you can manifest for yourself. Very interesting. I'm going to pull some more on this. You pulled the Death card here, and you pulled the Six of Wands here. Yeah, and I think you're going through a process of transformation with this Death card here. And, you know, the Sun card is about, like, being born again. It's like, but it's like with the Death card, it's like, you know, things can be hard, right? Things can be challenging. There's changes, there's transformation. You're trying to be positive through it, right? You just had a lunar eclipse in your sign, so of course you're going through some things. And but I do feel like this transformation will turn out successful. Like, and like, yeah, you may hear that a lot, and like, you know, but I do think that you will get the success that you want, and you will feel that growth and expansion that you want. But I think here, though, it's like there's a natural process going on here with the Death card here, like of things changing in this transformational process. And so the Sun card, Four of Cups, is saying, you know, I always say at the root of expectation, or at the root of disappointment is expectation, and I kind of feel like that's something here. It's like, yes, expect the best, have a good attitude, and like if something, because I'm kind of getting you here, damn Pisces, I'm like fucking stuttering here. I'm kind of getting you here, because the Four of Cups can be to where it's like we want to make a change, or it's like we could be waiting for things to change, but we're kind of in that energy of like, woe is me, or we're kind of in that energy of like feeling disappointed and kind of feeling like you want to give up, or just feeling bummed out in general. But I think my point here, though, is like you're going through a transformation. I think it's something it's a timing thing, and I think with the Six of Wands, it's like you will emerge victorious from this transformation. But I think you are being encouraged to like stay positive, to enjoy things. There's still a lot of love, a lot of happiness, and there's still a lot of things around you at this time that can. There's still a lot of blessings here to, you know, to be enjoyed in your life. So let's pull your oracle or your spirit, your animal totem card. You pull this Falcon card. It says focus, action, purpose, aspiration here. Yeah, the Sun card could be like, you know, where there's hope, there's joy. We're aspiring to create something or be something, but it's a process too at the same time. So you're being encouraged here to like to be focused, to stay focused here, even if things aren't turning out the way you expect, or happening as fast as you would like, right? And to stay action oriented, and just stay committed to your purpose. And I feel like you will emerge here successful. All right, so that's what I got for you, Pisces. All right, we can jump into the Super Chat questions. I want to say, if you're tuning out, I want to say thank you first for being here. I appreciate the support. Thank you for also hitting the thumbs up button. I'm wishing you all the best. I hope everyone has a great week. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Super Chat questions. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Let's go ahead and jump into the Super Chat questions. And Okay, so Richie. You say, yes, I caught the live. Hey, Austin, what does my love life look like the rest of September and October? Will I get between the sheets and be in love? I love how 2 people liked it. That's hilarious. Can you tell me for Richie? Pulled the devil card here. 2 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah. Hey Austin, what does my love life look like? I think you will be in love, or you will find love, or feel that feeling of love. And the reason, I'm not sure if you're talking to someone right now. Maybe you are. I wonder if it's a Capricorn, or I don't know their sign exactly. But the Devil card, 2 of Cups, is like it's attraction, and obviously the Devil's like temptation, right? But I do kind of get here. I'm not. I don't know. I believe you are talking to someone here, or there's someone here that you're talking or seeing here. And I think you 2 are both like physically, of course, into each other. I think you both find each other attractive. If not, I feel like you could be meeting someone here. And the 6 of Wands is in the future position. So that is a card of like success and like feeling the glory and satisfaction of, you know, what you've achieved. So I feel like yes. Also too, I see as well, like you could be attracting multiple people toward you in September and October. And you did pull the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like though you will, I kind of feel like there's someone in your energy now, or that's in your energetic field, or that could be coming up. But then I see multiple people though here in your future. But I think here with the 3 of Pentacles, it's like you'll find someone here that you want to more so commit to with the 3 of Pentacles and create and build with. The 5 of Pentacles is obviously in the challenge at this time because, you know, obviously what you're wanting to happen, you know, hasn't happened yet. So it's like you're kind of feeling left out in the cold and you don't have what it is that you want yet. So, but to answer your question, yeah, well, that's what I see. And I think, like, yeah, I think you will find someone. Okay. Richie again. What does the Virgo keep? Why does the Virgo keep coming back and won't leave me alone? Is this love or hate or mental issues? Well, how does this Virgo feel toward, what's this Virgo's intentions toward Richie? The 5 of Pentacles. One second. The 5 of Pentacles here. The 10 of Pentacles, and you pulled the 5 of Swords here. Yeah, I just feel like this person can't really let you go. I would be aware of this person trying to like use you financially, or like just being kind of like a user, like kind of someone who just like wants to just take and never really reciprocate anything. But I think though this person is just struggling to move on. I'll be real. 5 of Pentacles. There's an attachment there. I almost kind of get, I kind of feel this person's selfish. From what I'm seeing, you know, I could be wrong. I'm not trying to talk negatively, but I think that this person kind of is in it for their own motives. So I would just be aware of that here. But I feel like this person like almost can't live without you. Like, I don't think this person is a bad person, but I think they may just be in it for themselves. That they just kind of want what they want, and that's it. And also, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles is like rejection. If you've been rejecting them, I think that this person is like becoming, like it's that, you know, I don't know if you ever heard like rejection breeds obsession, right? And so it's like, it's almost like this person like feels like they're trying to like win you back, or they're like trying to get you back. If that makes sense. So I think this person does love you, but I don't know if it's from the right place. I think that it's more so their ego feeling wounded because they don't have you, or because maybe they were rejected or something like that. All right, any messages? Okay, Rosemary, any messages from my spirit guides? Thank you, Austin. I'm a Libra. All right. At 8:25, I'm going to close the super chat questions, and from there I'll answer the rest of them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. You pulled the Five of Wands here in your challenge. Five of Wands could be competition. You did pull the Three of Pentacles here for your overall energy. If there's anything here that you really want to work on and create, or maybe if you're partaking or participating in something, whether if it's with career or just something personally you're doing, it's like if you're fearing competition, or if you're fearing, if you're fearing competition, don't. I actually feel like you do have like it's all, I'm kind of seeing like Spirit's kind of wanting you to embrace like your competitive nature here. But let's just say you're not dealing with competition. The Five of Wands, I think at this time, like you are desiring to grow at this time. It's like, I think you're also you have the Three of Pentacles here being the overall energy. I think you're wanting to get really disciplined here with things, and you're wanting to really get started and create, or to continue to create and build things here. And this Two of Cups being in your current energy, I feel like you're being encouraged at this time to like rely upon your supporters. Five of Wands can sometimes be to where it's kind of like we could be at odds with people, or maybe disagreeing with people, or maybe feeling like we could maybe not rely on our supporters as much, because maybe it could be like an ego thing or whatever the case might be. But I feel with this Two of Cups is saying like, in the Three of Pentacles, like to create with people, to open yourself up to creating with people, to cooperate with people. I'm not saying you're not doing this, but if you are doing it, keep doing it here. If there's any type of disagreements, I feel like you'll be able to resolve things. Five of Wands is like, yeah, there's disagreements at first. It can get a little heated, but it can be worked out. It's just, there's just tension at first. It's not like the Five of Swords where it's like, there's no compromise, right? I see with the Seven of Cups being in the future, I think you're being encouraged here too, like to really allow yourself to move into experiences here that you want to experience, whether it's newer like visions that you have, or dreams that you have, or aspirations that you have, or just newer desires in general that you have. Like explore, create. You did pull the Six of Pentacles in the outcome position, so I would say the Six of Pentacles is karmic rewards, right? Getting your dues, right, from what you've invested into something, right, getting your return back. So I think the overall message is like keep working hard on what you're working on, collaborate with others, rely upon your supporters, even if there's tension or disagreements, just focus on the solution of things and it'll get resolved. And to explore like what you're passionate about, explore like what your real desires are. And I think by doing that, it's like the things that you manifest, or the things that you get back from your energy, from where you've channeled your energy, or from the return that you get back on things will be more valuable to you, right? It will be more meaningful to you. So that's what I got for you, Rosemary. All right, Ernest. What result if I open myself up to this hottie at church that has made the first move and that outclasses me by every measure? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would build a relationship with this person. Page of Swords is in the challenge, so it's newer. Like, you know each other now. There's been some type of dialogue, been some type of conversation. Obviously, you're curious about her. I think she's curious about you. So it's about, like, it's about getting to know the person, right? And I would say here with the King of Swords being the overall energy, it's like I would, you know, King of Swords is just it's about, like, I'm seeing here like, be yourself, right? Have diplomacy, have tact, right? King of Swords. Be confident. And I would say here with the Nine of Pentacles too, that, you know, understand that you're worthy of desires of what it is that you want, right? Like, obviously you say that she's beautiful, right? Well, you said that she's hot, so she's beautiful, right? And so it's about understanding, like you deserve to be with a beautiful woman, all right? Or like, you deserve to date a beautiful woman, or whatever the case might be, right? That's the Nine of Pentacles. Right. Eight of Pentacles here in the future position, your advice is like just building upon the relationship. And then in the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles is in a practical way, like slow and steady way, right? Patient way, right? And you also have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is also patience. But it's just about like building relationship, right? It's just about getting to know the person. And, you know, and not, don't rush things with this person or anything like that. It's just like, just build upon the relationship here. You say what will result here? I think you two would just like get to know each other, and you could like work on things together. I don't know if it's like work or projects or something like that, or I'm not sure. Like, you two could like just, I don't know, maybe you say it's church, right? Maybe you're reading scripture together or whatever. I'm not really 100% sure. But the Knight of Pentacles, you know, I would take, you know, I wouldn't place an expectation on like how fast the relationship's gonna move, and, you know, or just, it's just about like, just be grounded, right? And be patient. That's what I would say. That's what I feel is coming out here. All right. Ernest again. Usually I just go for physical relations with no emotional investment, but this one feels different. I actually think something deeper. Well, let's see what that's about. Pull the Ace of Pentacles. You pulled the Six of Cups in your current energy. You pulled the Emperor in the challenge. You pulled the King of Wands in the future. And you pulled the Chariot here. Yeah, the Emperor would be like in it for your own selfish reasons, right? Maybe you know that about yourself. I'm not sure. I'm not judging you, right? But like you say here, you're like, you know, like, it's not just physical attraction to the person, it's like emotional. And so it's like, I think there's a part of yourself that would like to, you know, have a deep bond, right? Or to create a deep bond, or whatever the case might be, right? You have the Six of Cups here in your current energy, like between you and this person. So yeah, I mean, there is this deeper level of affection, right? Six of Cups is affection, like affectionate energy that you have toward the person. Six of Cups is also like trust. I think there's something about this person's nature you really trust, which that allows you to kind of be more vulnerable, or want to be more vulnerable, right? And so you did pull the King of Wands here as well. And the Ace of Pentacles is the overall energy here. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is saying like there's potential here, right? It just depends on, you know, through your free will and the choices that you make and the situation in general. But I think there is potential in regards to establishing relationship here. But I would make your intentions known too. Like, you know, like, I'm not saying you have to like throw up all your feelings on the person, but like if you want to date the person, be like, ask them on a date, right? Like, yeah, I don't want to be friends. Like, I want to take you on a date. You know, like, I don't know, like, right? Like, so just like letting them know, like, yeah, I like you, you know. You do have the Chariot here in the outcome here. I think you actually, you know, this could go somewhere between y'all two. You did pull the King of Wands in the future. I think you're just being, again, reminded to be confident in yourself, be yourself. Yeah, and take the initiative too. I kind of feel like if you like her, right, like ask her out on a date or something. So, all right, I'm gonna close the chat. I'm gonna close the super chat questions, but I will answer this last one. EJ Will. General kind of wondering, if you send a super chat now, I'm not gonna answer it. It's gonna be a donation because I gotta get off of here. But EJ Will, I'll answer yours. General kind of wondering about a Virgo, but just wanted to know what comes out. Okay. 4 swords, and you pulled the Knight of Wands here. I wonder if you're like not talking to this Virgo, or there's distance or separation with the 4 swords. I think at this time, if it's the Virgo, and I don't know if this is like an ex or a past person, 4 swords, just like take some time for yourself, right? Balance. You may need stillness and solitude at this time, maybe even healing. I'm not sure what your situation is, but just needing that stillness. I kind of may, this Knight of Wands, the Virgo, I kind of see may take action toward you in the future. 4 swords is like, you know, in the meantime, I think you should just focus on yourself. The Knight of Wands, you know, in reference to you, the Knight of Wands in reference to you would be, at this time, you know, I think there's something about balance here when it comes to your life, because the Knight of Wands is very much like Aries, and it deals with individualism and it deals with your sense of self. The 4 swords is Libra, it's Jupiter in Libra, right? And Libra deals with relationships. And so here goes this axis here with self and relationships. And I feel like at this time, it's like the relationship thing may need a break, but your sense of self, like connecting back to your sense of self and doing things that you're passionate about, or just taking charge of and doing things for yourself at this time, right? Whether it's like maybe getting back to old hobbies, Knight of Wands, or going out, having a good time, enjoying yourself, right? Or, you know, connecting back to your passions, whatever the case might be. Just kind of being independent, right? I think that's the message here. You say yes. Yeah, that's what I was kind of picking up in regards to the Virgo. Yeah, if you need time to like heal, and you need solitude, you know, don't disturb your peace, right? But I think here with the Knight of Wands, I kind of pick up intuitively that this Virgo may take action toward you. You know, I wouldn't place your expectation on it because you may be disappointed, but I do kind of pick that up that they might. So that's what I got for you, EJ Will. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm wishing everybody a great night. I'm done with super chat questions. Please don't send it. I'm getting off. But anyways, I'm wishing everybody a great rest of their weekend and a good week moving forward. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Cool. I'll see y'all later. I may go live tomorrow, so be sure to hit that notification bell so that way you're notified. Otherwise than that, I'll see you later.